Jesus was born in a small town called Bethlehem, not in a palace, but in a humble place meant for animals. His birth was quiet and ordinary, yet it carried a powerful promise. From the beginning, his life showed that God often works through simplicity, not status or wealth. As Jesus grew older, he lived a normal life for many years. He worked with his hands, understood daily struggles, and knew what it meant to live among ordinary people. When he was about 30, he stepped into public life and began to teach. He didn't travel with armies or demand power. Instead, he walked from town to town, speaking to crowds wherever people gathered. Jesus taught in stories called parables. He spoke about love, forgiveness, humility, and compassion in ways people could understand. He said that loving God also meant loving others, especially the poor, the sick, and those pushed aside by society. He welcomed children, spoke kindly to outsiders, and showed respect to people others ignored. Many followed him because of his words, but also because of his actions. Jesus healed the sick, gave sight to the blind, and comforted the brokenhearted. He fed the hungry and calmed frightened hearts. These moments weren't just about miracles. They were signs of care, showing that every person mattered. Not everyone was pleased with his message. Religious leaders grew uncomfortable because Jesus challenged their ideas about power and righteousness. He taught that faith was not about showing off rules, but about a changed heart. He spoke about mercy over judgment and love over fear. This made some leaders feel threatened. Despite the growing tension, Jesus stayed focused on his mission. He gathered a small group of followers called disciples and taught them how to live with courage, humility, and faith. He knew his time was limited, but he continued to serve without hesitation. Eventually, Jesus was arrested after being betrayed by one of his own followers. He was put on trial, falsely accused, and condemned to death by crucifixion. Though innocent, he did not resist with violence. Instead, he showed forgiveness, even praying for those who harmed him. His death was painful and public, and many believed his story had ended there. But it didn't. 3 days after his burial, the tomb where Jesus was laid was found empty. Soon after, his followers claimed they saw him alive again. The resurrection became the foundation of their faith. It meant that death did not have the final word, and that hope was stronger than fear. After appearing to many of his followers, Jesus encouraged them to carry his message forward. He told them to love others, serve faithfully, and share the good news with the world. Then he departed, leaving behind a movement that would grow far beyond anything they imagined. The story of Jesus is not just about the past. It's about how love can change lives, how humility can be powerful, and how hope can rise, even in the darkest moments. His life reminds us that compassion matters, forgiveness heals, and faith can guide us through uncertainty. If this story spoke to you, like the video and subscribe for more.